Sitting in the garden looking up at the sky. Ain't nobody gonna change this.
We are, it feels like just inches away from summer, Miranda. Welcome in from Zocalo. My backyard, though, looks like an absolute travesty, and you're showing us a couple quick steps here that can take it to the next level in a hurry.
That's right. When we go from winter to summer that quickly, we need all the help we can get.
We're in this awkward in-between
right.
right now. There's a whole lot of brown everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't we start, we're talking bedding planters. So this is if you maybe don't have the space, you're in a condo or you're in an apartment or even in a house, you want to line your sidewalks.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Or on your patios, whatever. These are tomatoes. Tomatoes are like the gardener's dream, right? Because good tomatoes in Edmonton, not till you grow your own.
Really?
Right?
Okay.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's two kinds of tomatoes. You can just grab that one. There's tags on all of them.
Cherokee purple.
So that's an heirloom tomato. There's, you know, there's hybrids and there's heirloom tomatoes, but this one is a Cherokee purple.
Okay,
so
now this one's gonna
give
go
that
in?
guy a tug.
Okay,
yeah.
they come right out. Do we need to break up the roots or anything like that?
Yeah, you do, but not from the top, just from the bottom. Just
like
tickle
this?
them. Tickle them.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
there we go. And they've been
Good
set free,
technique.
they've been liberated.
Yeah, now you're going into a good potting mix and you're gonna give yourself a good dig in there.
Okay, now how far down do I want to go?
Okay, so you look at the top of your plant and you want to go to the same level as your pot.
Yeah, and how sort of hard am I going to push it down?
Okay, so once it's at that same level,
you just
good.
Like a
good
6 out of 10? Pressure? 8 out of 10 pressure.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is.
There you go.
Now, how many tomato plants would you put in one of these? Just one?
One.
Okay.
Yeah, because tomatoes have big root masses. So you want to just have a good big container for those tomatoes, and you want to have drainage on the bottom.
Okay, let's say somebody's got mom and dad visiting in August. By that time, they want to have thriving tomato plants, but they do not have green thumbs.
Yeah.
Is this a vegetable or fruit?
Fruit.
Why did I go there? Is this a fruit plant that'll allow you to look good if you don't have the green thumb?
It will. It will. You just got to make sure you water them. That's the most important thing with tomatoes is that they get watered about once every day or two if you're having them in a container.
Okay, and we often see tomato plants supported once they start to bend over later as they grow, right?
I didn't bring the stakes, but yeah, you have a tomato cage or a stake and you
keep an eye on it.
Okay. You betcha.
Now this is the sexy stuff. This is going to take your yard to the oohs and ahs level.
Right.
Okay, so where do you start with the planter?
Well, you start with the thriller.
The thriller?
The thriller.
Okay.
So the thriller, it's a cord line, right? And, you know, it comes up high, right?
Okay, so it's the thriller. This is the attention grabber.
That's the attention grabber.
Okay,
we'll
now
you
didn't liberate those roots.
You're right, because I was cutting short, which is not good. You should.
So you should with every plant no matter what.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Give it a good tickle on the bottom like that.
Here, let me put the thriller in. I'll let you. What's after the thriller?
Then we've got the filler.
The filler. Okay.
So here's your filler. This is a little calibrachoa.
Okay.
Now
Calibrachoa?
Yeah, Cali for short.
Okay.
Tickle those bottoms because
you want okay like that?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
So that goes in the middle there.
Okay. Now, can you put these too close together? I mean, is it kind of a common sense exercise?
It's a common sense exercise, but you do want to give them a few inches at least on either side to grow into that space.
Okay, but mixing and commingling is kind of part of the drill.
Yep.
Okay.
And then this is your spiller.
So you've got the thriller, the filler, and the spiller?
You got it.
And designed or described as a spiller because it's going to go over the edge?
That's
is that
right.
what we're talking about?
So this one comes over.
Yeah.
It's nice to have the nice height with the thriller, and this will all fill in.
Okay, and same sort of thing. I'm going to dig it down just so the top sort of hits up to that soil level.
Soil there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any classic mistakes, Miranda, that you see people make and you just go, gosh, you know, your flowers would look so much better if you just do that one little thing?
Sometimes people try to put too many different kinds of things in. Don't do much more in a container like this than about 3 things.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you get some variation in heights and leaf textures and that kind of thing. And then in a few weeks, maybe 4, it might look something like this one.
Oh my gosh, come on down and take a look at this. Because of course, are you good with that?
Oh yeah.
Look at this. So this is the same sort of idea, but this is just seeing some water and maybe even some fertilizer for a little while?
Yeah, so that becomes this.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you use things like fertilizer, or I'm going to say like Miracle Grow or something like that in your planters?
That's your plant drugs. They're
okay, good stuff. Of course, Mother's Day is fast approaching. If you want to find out more about what they do at Zocalo, check out the Inside BT link at breakfasttelevision.ca. And you guys have classes as well. I love it.
Yeah, we have classes. We talk about herbs. We talk about container planting. We talk about
share the passion.
That's right.
Happy Mother's Day to you and your family. And hey, when we come back on Breakfast Television, a whole new special treat. We're going to hear from this guy, an absolute legend in the arena.
I have to